So start with 20 wig wags down the back, just in case anyone's forgot them. Arms go one way, legs go the other. Good. When we've done that, roll over. So we're going to go into that hip flexor stretch. So squeeze the bum cheek of the back leg, push the hips forward. The cats are back to make an appearance. So make sure we're not leaning back here, guys. Chest is forward, ribs are pinned down. It's just that drive forward with the hips. And change legs. So again, squeeze bum cheek, don't lean back, drive the hips forward. Good. And back into the wig wags. Good. And back into hip flexors again once you've done that. So again, squeeze bum cheek, push the hips forward. Good. And change legs. Good. From there, guys, again, done it loads. You're in cat cows. So we're going to arch back, around the back. As much motion as you want, as much motion as you can, sorry. So remember to do it on those breaths. One breath in, one breath out. Okay? We're doing 10 reps. Good. From there, guys, similar position, 90-90. Foot towards the foot next to the hands, and then we're going to try and lift our chest as tall as we can away from the floor. So we're lifting up here, pushing the hips forward and down. With that stretch, what we're going to do is push that knee wide as we can as well. So you should feel that go from almost all the way through that chain. Good. Change legs. Good. And back to your cat cows. Again, 1 rep per breath. Good. And again, back into that lizard pose once you've done that. So front foot, foot next to the hands, push that knee wide, squeeze bum cheek of the back leg. Then we elevate up as much as we can. Good. Change legs. Good. Back in. So we're going to do hip circles to start with. So same position, all fours. You lift the knee off the floor slightly. Try not to rotate the hips. And it goes forward, out, back, around. Make them as big as you can circle-wise and as slow and controlled as you can, okay? So I want you to try not to move your hips. All the motion comes from the joint, okay? Up, out, up, and around. You can do 5 circles one way and 5 the next. Again, as slow and as controlled as you can, so there's no movement at the hips. Good. So once you've done those guys, sink yourself down into your glute stretch. So cross your leg over, rib cage down towards that thigh, and we reach forward. Good. And change legs. Good. And back to the hip circles again. So again, brace, no movement at the hips, up, out, squeeze bum cheek, back round. Good again. Back to your glute stretch, guys, once you've done that. Cross your leg over, sink your hips, ribs down towards your hips. Reach forward. Good. And change sides. Good. And bring it back in. So from there, I'm just going to stretch out the ankles. So relax the feet, sit back. If you can, lean back further. You should feel a bit of stretching the ankles into the shins. Good. And then onto the toes, sit yourself back so you should feel the stretch on the underside of the feet more. Good. Back to the shins. Good. And back to the toes. Good. So one forward, nice and straight this time. What we're going to do, sit back into it. So stretching the hamstrings. So don't lose the tension out of it, guys, rather than just flopping straight back, like so. So this removes the tension out of the hamstring. We're there, we drive our hips backwards, we keep our foot planted. Okay, so we're hinging more here rather than just flopping back. Good, take that leg out to the side now, so stay on the same leg. Toes pointing forward. And then again, you drive the hips backwards, but don't sit back, keep them back. So you want to feel that on the inside of the thigh now. Good. Yeah, we change legs. So opposite leg forward. Again, hinge at the hips before you sit backwards. So you want to keep the tension in the hamstring. Good. Into the side. Toes pointing forward, foot planted. Good. And up we pop. So last couple, and then we'll get a little bit of intensity in there. So what we're doing now, knee comes up, so flex a hip. We're then going to internally rotate it, so you're going to kick your foot out. Okay, so I don't want you leaning at that point. So as much rotation from that hip joint as you can. Then like what we did on the floor with the hip circles, keep that angle. It's going to go up, out, back, round. And all the time you want to try and finish in that rotated positioning. Okay? And if you come back to start here, kick it out again, go up as high as you can, out as far as you can, back around. And when we go back around, make sure you're squeezing that bum cheek here. If you're off balance massively, guys, don't worry about the balance, just support on something. So internally rotate, up, out, squeeze back, around, and it's up again. Reset yourself, 5 each leg. Remember to reset that rotation in every time, guys. Good, so once done that, 1 rep per leg. This is just a static hold. Audio. So you want to feel that load on that standing leg. If you can from there, we're going to stretch out. I'm going to hold for 20 seconds. So you're extending everything as much as you can. Just go to the point where you can get to, guys. So it doesn't matter if you're extended, off you go. Don't worry about stretching out, guys. You can keep your arms down here. It's more that hinge and that load we're after. 3, 2, 1. Stay on that same leg. You got 20 hops. So every time, it's load the leg. Good. And once you've done that, you're back onto the opposite leg. So it's that static hold. Try and think, keep that big toe pinned and gripped to the floor. Good. Into your hops. Good again, once more through with that, guys. Tired there, Henry? Good. So back into that single leg pose again, that hold. First leg through, 20 seconds. So remember, you don't have to be out here. It's this hinge you're after. So I don't want you there and here. More motion thereafter, so you can keep the hands down. Three, 2, 1, into your hops. Remember, bend the leg as much as you can. So it's a soft landing, loading that leg up. Good. And then again, into that static hold. Again, focus on that hinge. So this back leg should be stretched behind us as well. Three, 2, 1, into your hops. Good. So nice and easy once we finish those. And to our back. Just a bit of core work. So we're going to go 10 frog sit-ups. Then we're going to go 10 twists and reach. So that's 10 each side. Then we're going to flip over and we're going to do our back extensions. So bum squeeze, hands to the side of the head, lift that chest up for 10. Okay, 3 sets, off we go. 10 frog sit-ups, 10 Russian twists with the reach, 10 back extensions. So your back extensions, keep your toes on the floor, bum squeeze, guys, and it's controlled. Two more sets to go, guys. Good last round, guys, and we're all done.